Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 15 of the Epic Florida Project. I am one of your hosts, Simon. I'm joined by Phil, the Hooters guy.
Hoot hoot!
Yeah, so if you've never listened to us before or you've watched us before, we are just two Brits who try and give as much information about Florida and Orlando that's not the same as all of the other ones where they talk about all the main parks. We talk about other stuff as well. So that's what we're here for.
Even though I've got the main parks.
Yeah. So, well, we do the main parts, but not into massive detail. But what we'll do, we'll get straight into it. So, if you are watching this, can you do us a big favor? Smash that thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button, and comment down below, and hit that bell. And if you are listening to this on Apple Podcasts or your podcast app of choice, if you can you please give us a 5-star review, a follow on Apple Podcasts or whatever podcast app you are using while Phil plays about with his camera.
Yeah!
Get intro music. So, let's get into it.
Welcome to the Epic Florida Podcast.
Whoa. It's not the Epic Florida Podcast anymore, mate. It's the Epic Florida Project. Go on, Phil. I'll let you start because you've got some of the main news on the parks.
All right, people. As we know that the long-lasting mask mandate is over on June the 15th. That is gone now. So no more mask, people. It's a great thing. But let's move on. Disney's Boo Bash. Dates have been added. Available to book from June the 15th, so a couple of days ago. They've added Sunday, September the 5th, Sunday, September the 12th, Sunday, September the 19th, in a pattern here, and Sunday, October the 10th, and Sunday, October the 17th. So, people, Sundays have been added, is the other way of putting it. There's not really much to that. They've added 5 more spectacular event days, so you don't have to over panic, people. I think they're doing that. They're hoping, maybe not the UK, but EU countries and that, they're hoping there's going to be some sort of international travel, and they want to make sure they've got enough days for enough spaces. I think that's what that's down to.
Yeah, well, if you understand about the Boo Bash to me is not the Mickey's Not So Scary replacement. Well, it is the replacement, but this is what Disney want to do. They want to shorten it, charge more, but give you a better experience. If last one, I'm just harking back to when last time I went to Mickey's Not So Scary in 2019. It was a shambles. It was oversold. It was too many people. The queues were ridiculous for the rides. And if I compare it back to 2000, and I think it was 2012 when we first went, we got on everything at Magic Kingdom, and we still did all the candy stops, all the treat stops, all that, and we still had time to do everything in them 5 hours. But last one we went to, it was either rides or the treats. You couldn't do both because the crowds are far too big. So I think this is the way of. I think this is the way. Yeah, they've shortened the hours to 3 hours rather than 5. But if they've shortened the capacity for the same volume, you're going to get more. You're going to get more stuff done.
Can I ask you a question? Because we've heard it on many other podcasts, and people have been. I'm not picking out any podcast I've seen on social media as well. People have been negative about the price and this event. Now, I know you've got a quite different opinion to that yourself, and I feel like people deserve to hear both sides of the coin. So why don't you put your exact opinion in your own words, what you think, why you think it's a good idea?
The thing is, I haven't got... we're going in September this year, if we can. I haven't got any Disney tickets, and I want to do some part of Disney. Yeah, you can get a bit of a Disney fix at Disney Springs, but I don't want to pay I think it's about $109, the cheapest ticket I can get for Magic Kingdom, and be swamped and spend all the time waiting in queues. My idea was to do Mickey's Not So Scary, just so I could get a bit of a Disney fix at a cheap price. But Mickey's Not So Scary is not there now. This Boo Bash is there. And if this is comparable to the Villains After Dark, like they have done before, I will pay that 129.99 or 139, whatever it is for that night, because them nights I saw, well, from what I saw, everything was a walk on. Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, you walk through the queue, was straight on the ride. Space Mountain, you walk through the queue, you was on the ride. You could bang out every single ride that's open at Magic Kingdom in 2 hours if you just walking onto the ride, off the ride, walking to the next ride, walk in a big circle, get them all done, and then you can walk back round again and go to all the candy stops. I think
And
there's plenty of time if, and this is why I'm doing it with a big exclamation point, if the capacity is reduced. If they still reduce, if it's still a capacity like they had at Mickey's Not So Scary, it won't work.
there's also one more add-on I think might be useful. As we know, very soon, Epcot and Magic Kingdom are starting fireworks again.
Yes.
So there is no way of saying I don't think the Boo Bash will not have fireworks. I think it will.
Probably will, yeah.
Yeah,
We're
so
not
that's
too
an
sure
added
yet.
bonus now. So people,
Yeah.
all you're losing is maybe the character photo thing. What? Yeah, but that
Because
was
what the
hours
thing is,
anyway.
if I did pay $109 for a daytime ticket Magic Kingdom, yes, I could get in there at 8 o'clock in the morning till 9 o'clock at night. But in them 11, 12 hours, I'm going to spend 6, 7 hours of it queuing because that's the way Magic Kingdom is. But if I pay this $129 for 5 hours, because don't forget you get 2 hours extra by getting in without a unit, without a normal day ticket, you can get in at 7. You could get some of the smaller rides done that are getting quiet, and then leave the big rides till the Boo Bash starts. Hit the big rides then, and then you've still got sides, so you can still get everything done. You've still got 5 hours in Magic Kingdom. And personally, at the moment, when we go to Magic Kingdom, we're not there for more than 3-4 hours anyway, because some of the big rides we end up fast passing them, and then we leave when we go to maybe Epcot or something like that. Because don't forget, Magic Kingdom has got some big rides, but they've also got a lot of kiddie rides, and that's what Magic Kingdom's about. So it's mainly for the kids. It's not. Yes, we are big kids at heart, but we do like a bit of thrill sometimes. So yeah, I personally will, if it's an option that I can afford, because obviously we're waiting for information on Halloween Horror Nights tickets. We might be able to go. If we don't, we don't. But if you look at these t-shirts, you know we've already recorded one anyway. So get over to that video and watch that one.
Yes. Other news, moving across to Hollywood Studios, Beauty and the Beast live on stage, now casting for the return of Disney Hollywood Studios. People, this is not stage staff. This is internal casting behind the scenes. So there may be a chance this doesn't even return back for summer. This could be later in the year it returns. So don't get overexcited about this yet. We could be talking September, October time, maybe.
Right. Well, to be honest, I've never even seen it, so I don't even know what it is.
My mum loves things like that. When I go on the Tower of Terror, she can take the kids onto that, and then people like me move across to the Tower of Terror and do our ride. What they can't do, they don't have to stand outside in the sun. And then if the show goes on, I think it's 30 minutes, isn't it? If you've somehow got Tower of Terror done really quick, try and sneak back on again.
Why not? Is that it for any Disney news?
One more Disney news. We have at the Swan and Dolphin, Walt Disney World Swan and Dolphin Food and Wine Classic returns this fall. I've never heard of it, but truthfully. The Walt Disney World Swan and Dolphin Food and Wine Classic will return October the 29th and Saturday, October the 30th for an outdoor foodie fun with unlimited tasting and sips from around the world. So basically, pretty much what they do in Epcot.
It's a mini food and wine festival. It's done outside in like the court area between the two hotels.
Apparently,
a great reference for it. Tim Tracker did it about 3-4 years ago, before when he used to do all the other stuff rather than his home vlogs. So go back to Tim Tracker's old one. It's in there.
There's going to be live music, more than 20 food stations, 100 beverages selections, things like that, and beer garden and bubble lounge. So it actually sounds quite fun. If you don't want to pay for a Epcot park ticket, but you want to try something a bit like it, this may be ideal for a lot of people.
Oh, it is. Yeah, it's supposed to be pretty good. I'll tell you what. Let's move over to, while we're doing the parks, let's do Universal. We mentioned in the last episode that the sushi bar up in City Walk has gone and closed. It has now been replaced by Bend the Bow. Ooh, interesting.
Looks
If you don't
nice.
know what that is, they are bow buns. It's now located up above Cineworld, Cinemark movie theatre. And they just do bow buns.
They're nice
They
back
have,
then.
yeah. Well, I've been looking at them, and they look expensive for what they are. From what I've heard, you're looking at $11.99 for two. I think you can choose which ones you want, and then you can add an extra one for $4.49. But they have kimchi FC, which is kimchi fried chicken, a pork belly bow, a duck, a beef brisket, a veggie, a shrimp, and a crab cake.
Thank God there's a veggie. I'm veggie in there. Nothing vegan.
It's not vegan, no, because it's got oyster mushrooms, spinach, sweet
What's the other
potato,
one?
caramelized onion,
Is
smoked
it,
ricotta cheese.
this is not going to sound stupid. Is the other one pescatarian?
Pescatarian is for fish, yeah.
Yeah, so they haven't really got an option for that either then. So
Well, they've got the shrimp,
I suppose, yeah.
but they've got avocado on it, so you can't have it for vegetarian vegans because
You can always ask them not to put the avocado on.
yeah, well, I won't put avocado on it. It's disgusting. You've got a few options of drinks. You've got sake, which should be because it's that kind of thing. You've got different types of beer. Why have they put White Claw Mango as beer? That's wrong. But anyway, Lucky Buddha. Now that's a nice beer actually. That's actually not bad.
Looks like my
Coors
belly.
Light. Yeah, well, a bit like my belly as well at the moment. Coors Light Aluminium. You've got a few selections of wine. Oh, they've got Riesling. Yeah, don't get drunk on that, people. It's not good for your stomach. You got soda, tea, and water. Honest tea, half and half. I haven't got a clue what that is. And green tea. So there's
Stella?
quite a selection there.
Any Stella?
No Stella for Ryan. No.
Listen and watch your right. Sorry.
Well, if we're gonna toast the Stella to Ryan when we see him anyway. So, yeah. Well, I don't think he's out at the same time as us, unfortunately. But yeah, that's what we've got from Universal. Have you got anything?
No, literally nothing, mate. I mean, we've got Halloween stuff, guys, but as we said, if you go back a video, you'll see all our Halloween Horror Night news on there. So go and check that special video out for that.
Yeah. Moving round the area, Icon Park. You know how they have they're currently building the slingshot that we need 1,000 subscribers for. So hit that
Ain't
subscribe
happening. We should have said 100 subscribers.
Yeah. Well, we need 1,000 to do it live. But there is now a new ticket I've noticed that's available. It's called the Icon Park Pass. Icon Park Play Pass. Try saying that when you're drunk. It includes one admission. Sorry?
It's called the IPP then. Icon Park.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's IPPPP.
Yeah.
Bloody hell. It's not even easy having an abbreviation to it.
Exactly. But it's now gets you 8 attractions for the price of 1. So you get the Icon Wheel, Man and Two Swords, Sea Life, Pearl Express, whatever that is. I think that is that the little train that goes around like the Starflyer, Museum of Illusions, the 7D motion theatre, and $5 in game gift card to use in the new arcade. That is
$5.
$5.
That's what you said.
Discounts on participating restaurants, shops, and more. Here's one.
What's his price again?
$69 plus tax.
I think that's a bargain. Is it only one day you can use it, or you can use it?
No, this is what I was just about to get to. All entitlements must be used within 30 days of purchase.
Oh, I think I'll be getting one if I get out there for that.
Yeah. So, obviously the terms and conditions: no refund or exchanges, and must be used by the same person. Should the ticket be altered or shared, Icon Park reserves the right to void remaining elements, entitlements, and discounts. So yeah, I saw that pop up and I thought, oh, that's not a bad idea. That
it's pretty cool. So much to do with that.
And I've just had a pop up. If you redeem now and book within the next 24 hours, or no, sorry, 48 hours, you can get 15% off general wheel admission.
I'll tell you one thing, what would be really good at getting that ticket as well is once you're a bit bored and you want to go for a drink, Hooters is just around the road. And
Yeah.
right across the road is Twin Peaks. People, it's exactly the same as Hooters, but has a fantastically cold beer in there.
Yeah.
But Hooters, I will love you if you sponsor me.
Yeah. I'm not going to dignify that with an answer. Actually, I'm going to just quickly nip back to Universal. It's in the news. It's obvious you shouldn't be doing this, but a guest has been banned for throwing ice at the Velocicoaster as it went past. I'm speaking to you directly. If you can see my eyes, you are a fucking moron. I don't care if I get a strike for that. That kind of stuff really pisses me off. Why? Why would you throw something at somebody? That's the reason why Dueling Dragons got stopped, because of idiots like you. Stop it. Be a decent human being. Let people enjoy the ride. Enjoy it yourself. You can't enjoy it now because you're banned. Good, but don't be a dick. Ooh. Sorry.
That's them. Say they're a Halloween Horror Nights fan. Anything. That's none of that ever again. It's gone.
Yeah, you're banned. If you get banned from Universal, you are.
What go through someone's head, mate? Come on, seriously. What goes through someone's head? There's someone on the right. There's something going on. That's funny. How about? I'm sorry. It's just a shame someone in that park didn't throw their fist at you.
Well, the thing is, it doesn't matter who you are. You break the rules, you're banned for life. Not to name drop anyone else, but a certain YouTuber went behind the scenes when he weren't supposed to, and now he's banned from Universal property across the world. He can't go into Hollywood. He can't go into Orlando. He's a well-known YouTuber. If you do watch YouTube, you know who I'm on about. They hold it up. So don't be an idiot. Don't be stupid. Just be nice to each other. Be kind. Be friendly.
Just get on with what you want to do. Have a bit of fun. Enjoy watching people on the ride. Take some photos. It's that simple to me. I sometimes wonder. I want to do when these people do this. I actually want to get a mental checkup on them because it's not normal behavior. It's not a normal thing for a normal person to do, in my opinion.
No, it's not. I'd understand if it was a child and they didn't know what they were doing, and it was maybe 1, 2-year-old who just picked an ice out of the bucket and threw it, but it wasn't. I believe it was a full-grown adult. Yeah, that's the correct word. There was another news story I came across, but I don't think we need to do that now because if you're watching this, you obviously know mask mandate has been lifted in Florida completely. Done. That's it. So technically, some places can still keep them on if they want to. Disney and Universal did for a little bit because this story is backdated to the 6th of June. We're now on the 16th, so things have changed in 2 weeks. Excuse me.
Yes, it does keep on changing quick as anything. As we know, the park's back at full capacity at Universal, and it's only a matter of time before Disney do exactly the same. I think you're going to get as close to normal this year as you are now. You're not going to get everything back this year, but I think it's a good place to be. Yeah, again, as I said on the other show, I'd be gutted if I don't get out there because I've got such a bargain this year on prices on flights and that. I tell you, people, I'm going to make it a bit about that thing you're not allowed to say because you get a strike, that thing what's been going around the world. It's very simple. I feel safer in Orlando and I trust them more than I trust the British government and what's going on over here right now. And that's all I'm going to say about that. I don't trust a word that's coming from Hancock's mouth anymore.
No, but while you're talking about flights, this is a fantastic segue for me, this one. We have some interesting news coming out of MCO. They are doing a recruitment drive on this Saturday. So I need to get this out now. I've said it, so I have to get this out before then. They are doing a recruitment drive for TSA agents. So to me, that sounds like they need some work because I'll read what it's come up from Fox 35. Many of the men and women screening your luggage and keeping you safe at the Orlando Airport start their careers at hiring events like this one on Saturday at Orlando's Embassy Suites Hotel. The TSA is hiring full and part-time jobs. Attendees get information about working for the TSA, help filling out their job application, interviews, and a computer test. You don't need any maths, but English, pretty much English questions, problem solving, much more, this Ramos says. TSA screeners can start making $16.51 an hour, and the applicants hired on Saturday event will be eligible for a $1,000 signing bonus.
That's good, I think.
Security officers say, sorry?
So I don't know if that's good or not because I don't live there.
Well, $16.51 is round about $12, about $11.50, $12, £12 an hour.
Just in case people don't know what you mean, they're the people we go and see to get our eye down the finger, whatever it's finger spray.
Yeah, the security officers. Well, I was just about to get to that, to the description, what the job was, but security officers say they're hoping to hire 100 new screeners for the event. If the staff deems the applicants worthy of an offer, they'll get background checks, drug and medical screenings before being put in uniform. Job entitlements include everything a TSA agent does, which is screening passengers, checking luggage, general security, checking for drugs, different stuff like that. In other words, your security at the airport, making sure that everyone travels safe, follows the rules, and gets on a plane and off the plane safely.
This is interesting. Now, I think American government's more open to the travel industry than the British government. Yes, I'm looking at the British government again. Just get your act together. Don't work against the travel industry, work with them. But anyway, I think there's been something said you need to get staff in. This ain't going to be happening overnight. As you say, this is going to be Saturday this starts. So we're talking 2 to 3 weeks before even training starts, I reckon.
I tell you what, are you reading the same article? Because you just moved me on to the next paragraph here. TSA officials have said that Orlando International currently have enough TSA agents so they can cope at the moment fine, but they're planning ahead. They say they're expecting the numbers of passengers coming through MCO to soon meet or even exceed pre-pandemic levels. So they're expecting a massive influx of people very soon.
What is the top scientist doctor called in America? What's his name?
Dr. Fauci, Fungi, whatever you want to call him.
But he's confident even the UK can make it because of vaccinations. He did use that, if another strain comes of it. But they all use that excuse right now. But it sounds like to me they are expecting Europe, and I don't think they do Europe without the UK. I really don't. I think they will throw both together. The only thing I think's changed, when it was the old strain, I think double vaccinated people might have got away without having a test from the UK. I think we're all going to have to be tested now. So we're going to have to pay for the test. But if it gets me to Orlando, I will pay for that test. And obviously that rumour's going around now that double vaccinated people, if we went out there on green, came back on amber, double vaccinated, it'll just basically be a green country to us. So there's a lot of ups coming now. And so I'm up and down, with it right now. It is literally a roller coaster, this getting out to America this year. And I think that's what's stressing me out. I'd rather just know. If they said to us, look, we're not going to open up to the UK until November, I'd be like, fine. All right, I'm upset I'm not making it, but I'd get over it. But literally waiting to the last second now, it's killing me.
It's the not knowing that's killing us. But
I don't think it needs to be done either. As I said, work with the travel industry. Both sides, the English, the Americans, all work together, and we can make this safe. I'm telling you, young children can't have the vaccine yet. They're probably going to have a test. I don't think it should be a PCR test. I think lateral flow test for a child all day long. I think it should be lateral flow test for people who have been double vaccinated. And anybody's had one vaccine or no vaccine, you pay the big bucks. But I think it's safe. If it's safe for us to take tests at home, to go to work and that, to go to hospitals, have operations, or to see a doctor, it's safe for us to have tests and get on these planes. You give me a few tests, you can get these tests. I have no problem taking 6 or 7 tests in my suitcase and taking 2 a week while I'm in America. I don't have a problem with it. And if I find something wrong with me, I'll stay in my hotel room.
Yeah, well, you will, I will, but there's a lot of people out there who won't, and that's what the problem is you've got idiots who don't want to follow the rules and don't want to be told that they can't do this, they can't do that. But sometimes you have to bite the bullet so everyone else can carry on with a life.
Well,
But
yeah,
anyway,
we're getting to that point. It's make or break in life now. So anyway,
yeah.
but guys, we be positive.
Yes, and this is where I teased you on the last episode. I have got a bit of a doozy for you. This is, it's not exciting news. It's not news to be thrown out there, but we have been given the names of potential tropical storms by the hurricane for this season. And I saw the names and I thought it was quite funny with some of the names that the I can't remember what the NCAA hurricane agency have come up with for the first name storms of this year. So I'll give the names I've released. You've got Anna,
Oh no, right?
Yeah. Bill. I think it's Claudinette. I don't know what that one is. Danny.
Oh,
Elsa.
Let it go.
Yeah. Fred. Grace. Henry. Ida. Julian. Kate. Larry. Mindy. Nicholas. These are some random names. Odette. I don't know what that one is.
What?
Yeah. Peter. And then you've got Rose. Very Disney-ish. Sam. And first, when I heard this one, Teresa.
Oh, geezer.
I thought Theresa May. Anyway, Victor. And then finally, Wanda.
Wonder Vision.
Yeah. So out of all of them, there's about 5 or 6 of them are quite Disney-ish names. So are the hurricane agency having a bit of a laugh, or was it just
definitely having a laugh?
6 names that are there that are Disney inspired names. I thought was quite funny. But they're the name storms for this year. And it's something you will not hear on any other podcast. I guarantee it. Unless you're listening to a weather podcast.
If they need one more, I think Hooters would be a good one.
Well, they can't have already got H for Henry.
Yeah, but we can always have 2.
No, they go into backup names then.
Yeah.
They go into backup double names or something. But they're the potential name storms.
We could have Harry Hooters.
Yeah. But when I saw them, I saw Elsa, Anna, Wanda, Peter, Rose. I'm thinking, yeah, they're having a bit of a stab at Disney here. But anyway.
That's true.
Yeah, well, there you go, guys. I think we've come to the end for this episode. Anything from you, Phil?
I just want to applaud anybody if you've stayed on this long and put up with my waffling and going all over the place today.
Yeah, my rant. Do apologise if it offended anyone. Actually, I'm not apologising. If it's offended you, you're part of the problem.
If it did offend you, though, put in comments down below and tell us why.
Yeah.
We'd rather know. Everyone's allowed their own opinion.
Yeah, and if you could hit that thumbs up, thumbs down if you don't like what we were doing, hit that subscribe and hit that little bell.
And follow us on Twitter at TEF Project.
Yes, I forget about Twitter, but it is down there. If you're watching this, if you're listening to this, it'll be in the show notes. And all I can say is I will see you very soon.
Bye-bye.